So, a creature for my amusement. Prepare for battle.
Alright guys, how's it going? So in this video I'm going to show you my PAL Colecovision collection. I've owned the Colecovision for about 8 years. I didn't actually own a Colecovision when I was a kid. Pretty much I had never heard of one until many years later. But when I started dating my wife 20 years ago, uh, she told me that she had owned a ColecoVision when she was a kid. Her father had brought one home and it had the steering wheel controller with it. She remembers playing Turbo and Zaxxon on it. So about 8 years ago, I talked her into buying one. So really, the ColecoVision console itself belongs to my wife. She paid for it. A couple of other things belong to her as well because I've bought them as presents for her over the years. But really, I consider myself to be the guardian of this collection. I have added a lot of stuff myself. So yeah, I have the ColecoVision itself, and then this is the box from the ColecoVision. So I only have one ColecoVision. I did actually have another one at one stage, but I sold it. I can't really remember an awful lot about it, to be honest. I don't think I had it for very long. I picked one up cheap on eBay and sold it on for a profit or something. So I wish I'd have kept it now. It would be nice to have a nice backup. So yeah, that's the box for the ColecoVision there. It's in really nice condition. The There's been a few repairs around the box. You know, the likes of the corners for the hinges are starting to give over, with just age. So I have done a couple of repairs on the inside, but overall it's in really nice condition and it's complete. It has paperwork and stuff with, as you can see. So next I have the steering wheel expansion module 2. So I bought this 2 or 3 years ago. I bought it as a Christmas present for my wife, and she seemed pleased enough with it at the time. And she had a quick go at Turbo on Christmas Day, and she hasn't touched the thing since. So that's really why I consider myself to be the guardian or the owner of this collection, because even though the wife bought the ColecoVision, she really doesn't have much of an interest in it. She's actually mentioned about selling it a couple of times, and I refused to let her sell it. uh, yeah, so the steering wheel is in its box, as you can see, and the top half of the polystyrene insert is missing. So there's just the bottom tray, the steering wheel itself, and the pedal, instructions, and the copy of Turbo which came with it. So the next accessory I have is the module number 1. It's the Atari Add-On. I showed this in a previous video. So it's pretty much brand new, this thing. I just bought it on a whim. It's actually the French version. So I don't really care about that as long as it has the CBS branding on it. I'm happy. It's still a PAL item. Anything that was imported into the PAL region is labelled with the CBS logo because they were given the contract to import this stuff into Europe. So I only have 2 box games at the minute. Frogger, which is like new. It's absolutely mint condition. I bought this not too long ago there on eBay. And I also have Donkey Kong Jr. which isn't in brilliant condition. It's complete, but it's pretty worn and tatty around the edges. And then I have my loose carts, which makes up the majority of the games, obviously. So yeah, I've been collecting these slowly over the 8 years that I've owned the ColecoVision. If you go onto eBay and look for ColecoVision carts, they're not cheap, unless you want to keep buying copies of Donkey Kong over and over again. They're it's only the very common games that you can pick up for like less than a tenner for a loose cart. Some of these fetch 30, 40, 50 quid. Uh, just as a loose cart. So I've just been slowly adding games to the collection. So we'll have a quick look through the cards here. I'll show you what games there is. So I'm not going to go into any great detail here. I'm just going to quickly show you these. So I'll start off with Frogger. That's the one that belongs in the box that I just showed. I have Cubert, River Raid, Miner 2049er, Gorf, Smurf, Time Pilot, Mousetrap, Subrock, CBS branded version of Donkey Kong. I have a non-CBS branded version of Donkey Kong. I'm guessing this is the American version because it doesn't have the CBS logo on it the way this one does. But the ColecoVision is region free, so this works fine anyway. Venture, Space Fury, Looping, Omega Race, Turbo, which comes with the expansion module 2, the steering wheel, Donkey Kong Jr., which belongs in the box that I showed, Rock and Rope. This is actually a home printed label. When I got this cartridge it had no label at all, so I printed that label myself. Pepper 2, Zaxxon, Buck Rogers Planet of Zoom, Space Panic, and last but not least, Cosmic Avenger. So it's a total of 23 cartridges, but because I have 2 copies of Donkey Kong, I have 22 games for the ColecoVision. So that's it. That's my PAL Colecovision collection. I hope you enjoyed this look through my collection. I really like this system. I love the style of it. It's very 70s, even though it came out in the 80s. It screams 70s to me. I love the colours and the boxes, the variation. I love the console itself. So yeah, I plan on adding a lot more stuff to this collection. It may take me another 8 years, but yeah, I do intend on getting a lot more stuff for this. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now.